For most of my life, I felt broken. It showed up in my relationships, my work, and the way I spoke to myself. No matter how much I achieved, I still felt unworthy, unseen, and alone. But everything changed when I started healing my inner child. I found peace where there used to be chaos, built friendships that actually felt safe, and created a life that feels like me again. I'm Nicole, a foster mom and inner child healing coach, and this is Heal Out Loud. Each week, we'll blend science, soul, and real talk to help you stop feeling broken and start becoming the person you've always needed. Because healing isn't quiet. It's time to heal out loud. Welcome to episode 4. This segment is called the Inner Child Digest. Basically, your inner child is that tiny dramatic human who still lives inside you. And yes, they do throw tantrums when life doesn't go their way. If you're feeling sad, anxious, needy, or like you're too much, that's little you screaming at you saying, "Hello, I didn't get what I needed back then, and I still need it now." This segment is all about giving that little human some love, guidance, and reassurance without turning your life into a constant therapy session. Think of it as bite-sized wisdom and practical exercises that actually work in real life. We're talking mini pep talks, fun visualizations, and reminders that you are safe now, you've got this, and no adult version of you will ghost them ever again. Because let's be real, your inner kid has been through enough. They've been shamed, ignored, scolded, and called names one too many times. It's time to give them the love and attention they deserve. And maybe throw in a little eye roll at all the nonsense they had to survive. When you start doing this consistently, you stop looking for someone else to fix you. You stop settling for less, and you stop attracting partners who treat you like leftovers. Instead, you start reparenting yourself into the baddest radiant adult you are always meant to be. So, let's break this down simply. When we're little kids, especially between the ages of 0 and 6, our brains are basically sponges. We're not logical, we're not questioning, we're just soaking everything in. Scientists call this delta and theta brainwaves. But all you need to know is that at that age, we are highly suggestible. Everything goes straight into the subconscious because we don't yet have the filter to say, "Hey, listen, this is not true." So when a child hears things like "big boys don't cry," "you're not good at math," "you're always angry just like me," those aren't just words. They become beliefs. They get wired into the foundation of who we are. And here's the thing. If negative words can shape us that deeply, can you imagine how powerful it is when we learn to reprogram ourselves with love, compassion, and truth? Then there's ages 6 to 12. Here, kids step into the imagination stage. Pretend play, dreaming, make-believe. This is such a beautiful but also a fragile time because kids are still highly influenced by what they hear and see. By 12, our analytical mind forms and we start shifting into the outer world, which means by then, a lot of our programming is already logged in. That's why so many of us as adults find ourselves repeating patterns we don't even want. Settling for less, attracting partners who don't treat us right, sabotaging our own dreams, sabotaging our own relationships, because little us was programmed that way. And this is something that I really want you to remember, especially when you're listening to this segment. Your parents loved you from their own wounds and their own limitations. That doesn't mean they gave you what you needed to feel safe and secure. And inner child healing isn't about shaming or blaming them. It's about recognizing where your wounds come from so you can finally start healing them. Because healing is about reparenting little you. The moments little you felt unseen, unsafe, unworthy, we go back and give that little kid the love, safety, and compassion they didn't get. When you start doing that, you stop waiting for someone else to save you. You stop chasing love that hurts. You stop numbing your pain. Because all those feelings, the sadness, the void, the anxiety, aren't coming from you, who you are today. They're coming from little you, still waiting to be held. And this is why inner child healing saved my life. After more than 15 years of therapy, and later on I went on medication, I thought I was broken beyond repair. I used to think if all that didn't fix me, then what hope was there? But when I stumbled across reparenting and shadow work, something shifted in me. Within the first month, I started to feel normal. Yes, I started to feel normal. Safe, like maybe I actually had a place on this planet. Fast forward to today, I've gone from surviving a traumatic childhood and depression to getting off antidepressants, to becoming a business owner, to attracting healthier partners, and finally feeling secure in my own body. And I'm still growing, still learning, and still reparenting. That's what this segment is all about. Bite-sized tools and insights to help you nurture and reparent the little girl or boy inside of you, so you can finally stop dimming your light and glow into the real, radiant you, the one that existed before trauma shaped your story. And for today, I want you to start with this exercise. I'd like you to find a quiet space, close your eyes, breathe in from your nose and out of your mouth, and in front of you, I want you to visualize yourself as a kid. Look at them, like really see them, and let that little version of you know, I am here now, I am staying with you, you will never be abandoned again, and you've got me. I am here now, I am staying with you, you will never be abandoned again, and you've got me. Breathe in from your nose and out of your mouth once again. And just know that every time you feel sad, low, or anxious, close your eyes and think of little you, and repeat those words again and again. What I also suggest is finding a photo of your younger self and saving it as your screensaver. Every time you look at your phone, you'll be reminded of who you're really speaking to when you talk to yourself. And this is really important to remember. The words you use about yourself today are not just about adult you. That little kid inside is still listening. And they've already been shamed, scolded, and called names more than enough. So do yourself a favor, stop talking negatively about yourself. Because when you do, that child inside you feels unsafe all over again. Imagine you just fostered or adopted a little boy or girl. How would you treat them? I believe you treat them with patience, kindness, reassurance, and love. And that's exactly how you need to treat your inner child and your adult self. This is the heart of inner child healing. Reparenting the younger you so you can stop settling, stop sabotaging, and start living as the radiant whole version of yourself. The version that existed before trauma shaped your story. If today's episode made you think, laugh, cry, or want to yell at the universe, good. That means something moved. Make sure you hit follow, share this with a friend who's healing too, and remember, you don't have to heal quietly anymore. See you next week for more truth bombs, breakthroughs, and a little bit of magic.